My beautiful people, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. Y'all know the vibes. Kick back, relax, and take a ride with me, man. Of course, everybody's talking about mad live streams up right now, talking about that upset victory of Iowa over Juju Watkins and the number 4 ranked Trojans who invaded Iowa. And man, they came out with a spirit we haven't seen them all season. With Caitlin Clark in the house, they were absolutely ready to go, fired up. Came out, they were up like 23-1 at one point. Of course, Juju Watkins and the gang are going to make their run and do what they do. But it was not enough, man. And this is the type of win that can definitely catapult your season and turn things around for an Iowa squad that has struggled. Addie O'Grady, oh my goodness. You are the effing truth. Lucy Olson, Caitlin Clark's heir apparent replacement, getting the job done. And it was just a beautiful moment, man. I really thought her speech was emotional. And seeing her celebrate with the team after was really dope as well. Y'all can kind of see the scene right there, what was going on. A whole lot of love for Cindy of Ultra, I'm just saying. As y'all can see, a lot of emotions, a lot of great people there. Of course, her best friends were there as well. Donna was there. Gabby Marshall was there. Kate Martin, you can see, was there. Like, it was a packed house, man. David Letterman was there. Oh, look, hey, Coach Luter out there. Like, it was Coach Jensen right there. Like, it was definitely a family affair out there for Iowa, man. That was awesome to see from Caitlin Clark. Just how they honored her, how they got the dub, which was crazy. This was not a game a lot of people were expecting Iowa to win. I'm going to be honest with y'all. And Iowa fans, I don't mean no offense, but y'all be real. At times, it was looking a little shaky in the game. But the spirit of Caitlin Clark being there, I think rooting them on, like they absolutely did not want to lose in front of the GOAT of their franchise, or of their program. And like, that's not a game. I know Coach Jensen, there had to be a moment in the huddle like, yo, we absolutely not losing this game. Like, do y'all see who is in the building right now? We are absolutely not losing this game. And they played exceptionally well, man. The press definitely bothered them, but I think just the environment, the atmosphere, like this is the type of game that turns your season around. Like I said, Lucy Olson, Addison O'Grady, like they made incredible shots throughout the stretch of this game, closed it out. And pretty much, I mean, it was Juju Watkins and Kiki Rapin, but everybody else pretty much got locked down. Honestly, man, I think this is probably the biggest upset that we've seen this year. Like USC had no business losing this game, but Iowa came out to a fiery start, man. And this was a game you couldn't lose. This is a game you cannot lose with Caitlin Clark in the building. Iowa gets the job done in impressive fashion, 76-69. They shot 44.6% from the field, 5 of 18 from 3, got to the free throw line, super aggressive, shot 28 free throws in this contest. Yo, Coach Go, what's up, what's up, what's up? My guy says, hey, Coach Gottlieb is on the block. They had no business losing this game, I'm going to be honest, man. Iowa shot 28 free throws. The rebounding was pretty even. The turnovers, 18 turnovers. There ain't too many times this season Iowa has played a game where they have committed less turnovers in the competition, but that's exactly what we saw today. Salute to the supporting cast. Taylor McCabe was incredible in this game, shooting the rock. Like it was a total team effort for them, man. But looking at it, they got Hannah Stokey back in this game, which is a big, big addition for them. Arguably their best player down low for sure. Lucy Olson led the way. 28 points for Lucy Olson, the apparent heir to Caitlin Clark, who has been one of the most prolific scorers the last 2 to 3 seasons in the country. She absolutely got it done today and made some huge shots for them. Cynthia Falter was really good in this game. 11 points, 9 rebounds. Addie O'Grady, 13 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. O'Grady, in my opinion, absolutely is one of the most improved players in the country. She's got the mid range. She can hit the elbow, give them that pick and pop option. She's good on the glass, like big body, can position herself really, really well to get those rebounds and box out. She came up with some big, big buckets for Iowa today, man. McCabe came out in that first quarter, lighting it up from three. Like, it was a team effort, man. Lucy Olson, though, played a great game, and that's definitely I could see her and Caitlin Clark potentially being teammates. Like, the Indiana Fever are definitely going to be looking for a backup point guard. Lucy Olson, I think, opened up some odds tonight in front of Stephanie White. Like, 28 cold ones. Completely outplayed everybody on the court today, man. She was the best player most of the time on the court. They did not completely fold when that full court press was brought. She giving Christy Sod vibes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Seriously though, man, like you gotta win in front of your goats. But I think this was a well executed game plan by Coach Jensen. Like Juju got hers, of course, but it was a pretty much quiet game for everybody else on the team. Yes, I agree. USC terrible coaching. Gottlieb, I mean, there was just no adjustments. Iowa kept going on runs. Like your team was down 20 points and you're not calling a timeout. Like it's absolutely It, like it's wicked out here. It's wicked out here. And there's a lot of games we'll talk about, but this was yeah. Coach Jensen definitely outcoached her. I absolutely agree with that. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely a game changing win for Iowa, bro. Like this is a you could turn your season around type of game and build momentum off the situation. So salute to them for playing hard, getting it done, getting the upset. Like I like what we saw. They did a good job managing everybody else. Of course, Juju Watkins is going to get hers. Like that, that's expected. That's expected. Juju Watkins is absolutely gonna get hers. That's just the type of time that she's on. Like she was a big reason why they came back. They did a good job managing her in the first quarter and majority of the first half. She still finished with what 27 points. Yes, Notre Dame got a big win. South Carolina got a big win in front of Asia Wilson as well. Like I said, Juju Watkins finished with 27 points. Kennedy Smith had 11. Kiki Rafin had 13 points. Just got outplayed by Iowa, man. This team got outplayed. I think that Iowa was more urgent. They took whatever the defense gave. They controlled the turnovers. They forced turnovers. They played probably their best defense that they have in a little while now. Yeah, this was a big upset. This was a big upset, man. Honestly, I think this got potential to turn their season around for sure. And then also, like we mentioned, man, it was also a great day for Asia Wilson, who got her jersey retired at South Carolina, also, which was really cool to see. And that kind of just showing y'all the vibes out there in South Carolina as well, man. Another packed house for their GOAT. And y'all already know they were not losing this game in front of Asia Wilson at all whatsoever. But you see the jersey and the rafters coming down right here. Two 22s. Two 22s getting retired today. Two 22s getting retired today. And y'all see the vibes. Gamecocks absolutely handled business. And let's be real, man. We knew for a fact this team was not about to lose to Auburn in front of Asia Wilson coming back, man. It was great vibes, great energy. Celebs in the building. They say Bam Adebayo was in the crowd. We seen them. Don't nobody know why, apparently. Wanda Sykes was in the building. Asia Wilson's family. Alicia Gray was in the building. Jackie Young was in the building. Becky Hammond was in the building. It was a lot going on, man. It was dope to see that they continue to just handle business. They extend their win streak, longest home win streak in the NCAA, getting it done. Absolutely getting it done by any means necessary. Who would have thought Iowa would have won that game without Caitlin Clark? Though I'm getting messages right now, so I'm just laughing. Oh, that was funny. But a very like total team effort from South Carolina as well, getting it done. Dominating the SEC, remaining undefeated. I thought it was a well balanced attack for South Carolina. Four players in double figures in this contest. So I want to commend them as well. Auburn played tough that first quarter, but after that, it wasn't much doing for them. Y'all see Joyce Edwards, man. Joyce Edwards continues to be an absolute superstar, bro. Like, another 20-point game for her. Being a freshman and leading arguably the best team in the nation, unless you think it's UCLA, I'm not here to argue with you if you think so, because they could be as well. But like what she is doing in limited minutes as a freshman on this deep roster, proving that she can be the number one scoring option, I mean, you just gotta salute it at this point. You just gotta salute it, man, because she has been incredible, downright dominant. Just with her footwork, her basketball IQ. Chloe she done hit a three in back-to-back games, man. Like Chloe Kitts, she had a really nice Euro. She's putting it down on the floor a little bit, getting more comfortable with the handle. Raven Johnson, 8 assists, led the way. Big game. I mean, they do such a good job of turning transition point, like turnovers into transition points, and then they are off and running. And when they get in that fast break with Malaysia Full Wiley, who had 15 off the bench, like when they get in these fast break situations, you got Raven Johnson, the quarterback, just straight dishing out assists, finding the lanes of the slashers. They just run the break really well. She and Raven Johnson is the straw that stirs this drink, the key to the ignition for this team. And we continue to see that from her. Just great play. On the other end, I think Malaysia Full Wiley, Breezy Hall shot the ball well. Full Wiley, great off the bench. Sanaya Fagan gave them some good minutes as well. Like it was a well balanced attack, man. It was a quiet night for Pow Pow and Tessa Johnson, but they really didn't need much. And then when you look at the steals and the turnovers that this team is forcing, I mean, the defensive pressure the guards apply, Malaysia Fawali's out there blocking shots. Like, seriously, man, it is absolutely any given night when you play them, bro. You got to expect a dogfight. You absolutely do. And we expect to, like, South Carolina's going to get everybody's best shot. South Carolina is absolutely going to get everybody's best shot. We know that. We absolutely know that. We know what to expect with South Carolina. Yes, yes. Can Iowa upset UCLA? Man, I don't know about that now. That's a totally different beast. They need Caitlin in the building for that one. That's a total different beast though. Like USC, I don't think they have as much talent as anybody. They're still struggling with point guard play. Like UCLA has it figured out. Definitely, if you're not rocking with South Carolina, like UCLA, best team in the country. They have been. They gave South Carolina that work. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not gonna. They still gotta play the game. Regardless, they still have to play the game. So I'll leave it at that. They still have to play the game. But UCLA is a taller mountain to climb than than USC for sure. I think USC will bounce back though. I mean, they're going to be in every game with Juju and Kiki Raven. They just need to figure out who the hell is going to be the point guard. Like Kaylee Heckle's been solid. Is she going to be the answer? I don't know. RC, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling after that dub? Beating the number 4 team in the country? Oh man, in front of Caitlin, in front of the fam, in front of that amazing historic class. Oh man. Y'all, we'll talk about Notre Dame, LSU, South Carolina. There's more games we'll definitely talk about. But yeah, no, I mean, and y'all can see the vibes, bro. Like, yo, it was a packed house. Like Iowa was out here. It was a packed house, bro. Caitlin came with the big win, big energy, big win, big energy. Big woman on campus back in town. And they pull off the dub, man. Like, salute to them. Salute to them, man. Iowa played a hell of a game. Great execution. Great game plan. Great adjustments. They came out on fire and threw that entire 20-plus point lead. Held on and still came back. And held on, came back after they fell down several points. Man. Yeah, RC. Oh, I can't believe you missed that one. That was a dog fight. That was a dog fight. The arena was rocking. This is the type of win that can turn things around for a program, man, moving ahead. This is the type of game that can turn things around, seriously, and help you build momentum and catapult you through this gauntlet of what is the Big Ten right now, because it is a gauntlet. They get it done, though, for the GOATs. They get it done for the GOATs, man. You know there had to be a conversation in that huddle where like Coach Jensen was like, y'all, we not losing this game. Not with everybody in here. Like we're not losing this game, man. Shout out Lucy Olson, getting it done, Hannah Stokey, Addie O'Grady, one of the most improved players in the country, in my opinion. RC, your girl Addie definitely hooped. Lucy Olson, game high 28, like big time shot she made. They still struggling to handle the press, but they controlled it enough and continue to just make big shot after big shot after big shot. Yes, give me y'all's initial takeaways, man. Like this was a very infectious as far as energy. Like the arena was loud. Like you could tell the crowd was behind it, and it really gave them the edge, man. But Taylor McCabe shot the ball really well in this contest as well. Like the youngin stepped up. O'Grady was incredible. Stokey back healthy. Iowa can be a dangerous team. They absolutely can be a dangerous team. A quick Notre Dame update, just cause Hannah Hidalgo had a 30 ball. So why not? Like Notre Dame, of course, the usual suspects, Olivia Miles, Hannah Hidalgo, Sonia Citron. Notre Dame picked the win up 89-71 after trailing. Latu King 16 points, Hidalgo 34 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. continues to be one of the best players in the country, hands down. Definitely firmly in the running for player of the National Player of the Year. Olivia Miles had 17 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Sonia Citron, 8 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Quiet night for Kate Koval, who's continued to see her minutes dwindle. Very quiet night for Maddie Westbell, who had been coming on hot as of late, but Notre Dame, one of the most dangerous teams in the country. Definitely a lot of versatility there, and they're going to be one to watch. I'm definitely still, I call them a dark horse, but I've been riding that train that they definitely could be walking away with a natty or at least playing South Carolina for one this year. Continue to dominate the ACC, so salute to them. UConn continues to dominate the worst conference of any Power 5 team in basketball. Any blue blood. Paige Beckers had 18 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound today. Jana El Alfie, 10 points. Big game for her in 16 minutes. 2 assists, 5 rebounds. KK Arnold, Ashlyn Shea both scoring in double figures for the first time in a few weeks. KK Arnold, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Continues to probably be their best perimeter defender for sure. Ashlyn Shea, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Zabel, 6 points. Aubrey Griffin, 12 minutes. Still monitoring her playing time. She had 4 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds for her. So balanced effort for UConn, man. LSU also got a big win today over Mississippi State. Let me get that up for y'all as well. Looking at it, 81-67, LSU takes it. Anissa Morrow, Flau'jae Johnson, and Michaela Williams, the big three, continue to lead LSU, man. And I just wonder, like, how are the legs going to hold up by the end of the season? What are they going to be looking like, bro? Because 18 points, 1 assist, 20 rebounds for Anissa Morrow. Incredible. Pound for pound, the best rebounder in the NCAA. I'm not arguing with you. Flau'jae Johnson, 20 points. Michaela Williams, 22 points. And then the X factor for LSU, Jersey Wolfenbarger. She showed us some solid games throughout this year, man, but people have been waiting for her to put it all together. And today we saw some great post play for her, and I think if they get this type of production out of Jersey Wolfenbarger and continue to get this production from Anissa Morrow and Flau'jae Johnson, who's been one of the most improved guards, and that's hard to say because she was killing last year, but ever since Simone Augustus joined this program, it just seems like she's been on another level. So just wanted to touch on a few different games, man, that are going on. I love what LSU did as far as forcing turnovers, knocking down shots, sharing the basketball, and defended, man. I mean, they held Mississippi State to 67 points. They were good on the glass. Cheyenne Day Wilson gave them some great minutes at point guard as well. Miracle Shepherd got in the game. Jada Richard still trying to figure it out, man. She had a few really good games early on, but she's still kind of figuring it out. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like a little around the horn for y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all holler at me in the comments. Just wanted to kind of talk about a few teams that were going on. Let me catch up in the comments. Hey, yes, sir. RC gonna watch the recording. Hey, man, you watching me before the recording. Much love. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you enjoy the game, RC. It's a good one. It's a good one. When LSU Elite Three get 20 or more, they always win. Yeah, and I mean you're not gonna stop all of them. You might take one of them out the game. You might disrupt two of them, but then you got Caitlin Gilbert. You got Jersey Wolfenbarger, who I think has so much talent, man. She has so much talent. Like, and at 6'4", long, athletic, runs the floor well, guards multiple positions, can dribble, can pass, she's played the wing most of her career. Now she's adjusting to a new position, going down low, banging in the paint, and man, she came up big today. Oh yeah, Addison Deal is the real deal. Yeah, I'm excited for her to come in, man. 5-star recruit, walking bucket, gonna provide immediate firepower and scoring in that backcourt for sure, man. But it was a great win for Caitlin Clark in Iowa, man. Like Caitlin being there, I think definitely helped propel them and gave them the energy, the courage to really push through. But Iowa played a great game. They still had to go out there and win, and they handled their business. I think USC, in my opinion, is severely. I think they're an overrated team. To be honest, if we're talking about just, they have good players like. Of course, Juju Watkins, one of the best in the country. Kiki Riafen, going to be a top two, top three draft pick. Kennedy Smith, one of the better freshmen. Like they have talent, but as far as overall as a team, a cohesive unit, USC kind of mid, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of mid, man. They just kind of put this team together. They just kind of put this team together, and that's what happened. I think they're a bit overrated. Iowa exposed them today. Iowa also had one of their best offensive performances that we've seen. Like they came out blazing hot, just hitting the three ball, getting buckets at the cup. Like the offense was incredible to start from the jump. So definitely got to salute them on a well executed game plan. Shout out to Coach Jensen. It was definitely emotional. Caitlin Clark gave a great speech that was super emotional as well. I'm just thanking everybody. Man, I'm telling you, that was quite an experience. And she gave away. They mentioned she gave away like $22,000 to charity or to different to different amenities all around Iowa, bro. Like the state for supporting her. Like she's still giving, even on a day that's all about her. She is still giving. Like you just got to salute. USC has a tough schedule ahead and have a lot of top 10 opponents. We're definitely going to see what they're made out of. Because I feel like this team is pretty overrated right now, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, they don't really have a point guard. They're not a great perimeter shooting team. A lot of their offense just runs through Juju Watkins going ISO and trying to get a bucket. Like, that's what we're seeing a lot of, or they just dump it down to Kiki Riafen. Iowa played as a team today, and that's why they prevailed. They absolutely played as a team today. They executed. The role players stepped up. They were on paper. Of course, we're expecting USC to dominate this game, but something felt special about today. And there's no way like they could lose in front of Caitlin Clark, bro, in that crowd and the jersey retirement. Like the whole ceremony would have been tainted if they would have lost. Whole ceremony would have been tainted. USC, yes, 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 yes. Let me know. Let me know. Initial reaction, man. Like this was definitely the biggest win for Iowa. This is one of the wins that can definitely transform your season around. and help you just carry throughout the rest of the season. Because the Big Ten is going to be a gauntlet, and it's crazy because not every team is going to make the conference tournament. So that's definitely something. But it was a lot of big wins today, man. I think it was a lot of great storylines, a lot of big games. Kentucky and Oklahoma are still going at it. But I love the scene. I love that these players like Asia Wilson, like Caitlin Clark, can come back to their alma maters and get honored the way that they did in impressive fashion. Both teams won. Both teams won. And I mean, it was a scene like you could tell, like look at it, packed house, embracing the team, like they're absolutely thrilled for Caitlin. They look up to her like she's a program killer. She's getting every flower that she deserves right now. And this is just a small snippet of the video. Like number 22 will never be worn again. It's just a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in right now. It's just a lot of love, appreciation, admiration for somebody that lifted this program to heights that they hadn't seen before. Packed house. And then on the other end, of course, it was a packed house for Asia Wilson too. So cool just seeing her jersey. And it was funny too, just go back to Caitlin really quick. It was naming all these words. I was like, I'm going to get out to that. Crazy. Because he just kept on. And then Asia Wilson and her fabulous self, man, packed house. Another player that built this program for South Carolina. Major kudos to both of them. Iowa can beat any team in the Big Ten, including UCLA. I mean, I'm going to say this. Anybody can be beaten any given night. Do they have the talent to beat UCLA? Yes. The biggest thing with Iowa has been missed free throws and taking care of the basketball. That's something that, they just haven't been able to handle the full court press. They've lost a lot of close games because of those turnovers. They should have beat Tennessee. The real Lucy Olson came out to play today. I'm going to tell you that right now. The real Lucy Olson came out to play today. She was incredible, man. She did her best Caitlin Clark impression today. I'll tell you that. I am not an Iowa fan. I'm still mad at them for beating SC in the Final Four, but they exposed the fake USC. Yes. Bro, Talia Von Ohoffen has been one of the worst transfer pickups in the portal. And she be wide open passing up threes, bro. Like, she has been terrible. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She's had a couple double-digit scoring games, but she's just so inefficient out there. Like, you forget she's on the court sometimes, man. And I was shocked because he was giving out straight work at Oregon State. She's definitely when I thought that USC would be in the Final Four and be a potential championship team, I was expecting a totally different version than Talia Malhoff. Between her and Layla Thalia, like, bro, they've been two of the worst transfers that had big time expectations coming in the entire country. And Kiki Raven, like, she's a dog. She's been good, but she does have stretches in the game where she completely disappears. And that's why, like, when I was like, oh, seeing all the number one pick talk, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if she's a franchise player. Like, she don't have that alpha in her, it feel like. Hawkeyes just filled their confidence bucket. I'm happy for Lucy that she came out with a big game. Yes, Lucy Olson was big time. Lucy Olson was big time. For sure. Yes, Lucy Olson was big time. Lucy Olson, Addie O'Grady, Cynthia Falter. Like this Iowa team, man, I was really high on them before the season. And they definitely have talent. They have good guard play. They have reliable bigs in O'Grady as well as Hannah Stokey, who's really stepped up her game this year as well. Like this Iowa team absolutely can play with anybody, but it is a loaded Big Ten. I mean, Ohio State was in action today as well. Illinois beat Maryland. Like, bro, it's the Big Ten. It's like no easy nights. I gotta say the SEC is the best conference, but Big Ten is right there too, man. Like, it's no cakewalks in this conference. Yes, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Brandon Free, Malaysia Full Wiley. It's clear that Don wants Joyce to be their star. For the record, Don can't coach great guards. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a little while since we've seen like an elite guard, like a really good guard. Um, in the last, I would say the last several years, like the last 3 to 4 years, it's been a little while since we've seen an elite guard come through South Carolina and make an impact in the WNBA. I gotta agree with you there. The bigs, undeniable, but the guards, I mean, what is the ceiling for Malaysia Full Wiley, who is a complete like offensive wise, she's a complete player. The efficiency, the turnovers, yeah, that comes with time. She's a young player. But as far as just being able to do anything on the court, like Malaysia Fulwali can do anything on the court. She would definitely be a National Player of the Year candidate if she played anywhere else. I It's only one basketball to go around. Like I wonder what her trajectory will be staying there. Her, Tessa Johnson, even like a Breezy Hall, like I wouldn't say Breezy Hall got better from last year to this year. Like there wasn't a whole lot of development in the last 2 seasons. I'm gonna say that. Like she was a first time starter last year and was good. But this year I wouldn't say that she got better. And that's the thing. South Carolina has struggled at times to develop guards. You look at Tina Pau Pau, who's probably gonna be the first player drafted on this roster. She was a transfer. But it's a lot of people screaming free Malaysia for a while. Joyce Edwards is absolutely the truth, though. And I think the best pro prospect as a big that they have. Like, yeah, the focus has shifted to Joyce Edwards. She's the focal point of South Carolina's offense. She is definitely putting this offense on her back. I definitely agree with that, Joseph, as far as in the paint. Chloe Kidd's giving you some good minutes, some good production. Sanaya Fagan, but Joyce Edwards has led this team in scoring like the last 3 games. She gets all the touches. And Coach John Staley's talking about her needing to play even more minutes. So yeah, this we have entered. Welcome everybody. Welcome. We've entered the Joyce Edwards era. We have entered the Joyce Edwards era for sure, without a doubt. But you know, that's one thing. When you go to South Carolina, you sacrifice those individual accolades for team success. And Malaysia knew what she was getting into. But yeah, she definitely should. Man, she need about 28 to 30 minutes a game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Instant offense, the most exciting player in the country, electrifying with the basketball. The female Kyrie Irving, in my opinion. But South Carolina keeps getting it done. Longest home win streak, longest SEC win streak. Like they keep getting it done with an abundance of talent, with an abundance. I think if I mean, look at like Hannah Hidalgo and the number she's putting up. Like Malaysia for a while. Look at Michaela Blake and what she's doing at Vanderbilt. Fulwali definitely could be doing that at another school for sure. I agree with you. But well executed game. Glad that Asia Wilson got to come home. She had a good time. Bam was in the building, like a bunch of stars was in the building. Wanda Sykes, bro, I was so hyped to see Wanda Sykes. I don't know why. She's hilarious. But yeah, give me some of y'all's initial takeaways. Let me know how y'all are feeling about the game. Any like we've talked about UConn being in the weakest conference, still a two-player, two-woman team with Sarah Strong, Paige Becker's leading that group. They got Tennessee coming up very soon, so that'll be an exciting one to watch. Oklahoma and Kentucky going at it right now. Like There was a lot of great basketball today, man. I gotta say, there was a lot of great basketball today. And I was impressed too with LSU, man. Their big three. I love what they got out of Jersey Wolfenbarger, former McDonald's All American, like Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year, Mrs. Basketball. Like if they can unlock her, they need some defensive help down low. They need some rebounding help because right now it feels like it's all on Anissa Morrow. I kind of feel like UConn is a team that we don't really know where they stand. They've lost to Notre Dame and USC Trojans, Tennessee and South Carolina. Yeah, that those two games because the Big East is so weak, man. Like there's no competition. There's absolutely nobody. It's disgusting watching UConn blow out these bum teams in the Big East. Tennessee and South Carolina will tell us a lot about how good this team is, how complete of a team they are. Right now, they're building confidence. You know, they got a lot of players back from injury. Oh, Alfie, pretty much a freshman this year. Like, we don't know the true identity of UConn. We just know they have two really good players. And they're still looking for, like, consistency out of AZ Fudd, too, who's been playing better. But, yeah, I mean, I was excited for Aubrey Griffin to join this group back as well. But we still, I agree, we don't know exactly what UConn is right now, what their ceiling is right now, honestly. Yeah, we have no idea what this team's ceiling is. I think they're still figuring it out. But they are building confidence playing against this weak competition. And guys, if this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share for all the latest and the greatest within the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Yeah, still trying to figure out UConn. Yeah, I mean we have seen them like Malaysia for Wiley. She barely played against UCLA, and I mean honestly, man, it's like sometimes, and it stretches. Like she goes through stretches sometimes where Dawn doesn't really play her like that, and she's really got her in like the shackles, and she's trying to grow. I think you got. I believe in letting players play through mistakes as well, especially when you're deeming her as a generational talent, man. But Full Wiley could have definitely helped them against UCLA, absolutely without a doubt. Tessa Johnson was out there hooping. They could have used Full Wiley. They definitely could have. LSU is also a team that we're going to find out real soon if they can beat everybody else in the SEC besides the loss to SC. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good win for them. They beat Oklahoma. And I think that was a really good win for them. They beat Tennessee. That was a really good win for them as well. Like LSU has showed up against everybody else. We got to see, them against Texas though. That's going to be the test. Cause I feel like LSU is the second best team in the SEC. Um, but Texas is still there. Hey, Kentucky, man, they giving it to Oklahoma right now. Just saying. But yeah, there's still a lot to be seen, man. This next month of February, we will find out who is going to be the contenders and the pretenders. This is where the cream of the crop is going to start separating itself. Yo, Frederick, my guy, welcome in, welcome in. You know we had to talk about it, man. Iowa getting the big upset. South Carolina, the jersey retirements, both programs winning in front of their goats. LSU getting it done. Hidalgo, another 30-plus point game. Olivia Miles, that backcourt continues to be elite. Sonya Strong still locking everything up. One of the best 3 and Ds in the country. UConn still beating the hell out of the weak Big East. Paige Becker's still hooping. Sarah Strong still hooping. Illinois beat Maryland. Like, it was a lot that happened today. Why does Dawn Staley hold so much stock in her starters? The bench outscores them, yet she trusts them to start. Bree Hall can't give the offense production that Leia Tessa can. I mean, I've been saying that Tessa Johnson should absolutely be starting over Breezy Hall. Like, Tessa Johnson's just a better player. She's a better defender. She's shooting the ball better. She's a better playmaker. I think she just sees the game better. Like, I think Breezy Hall is starting strictly because she's a senior and waited her turn. But I don't see her being a player like a valuable player in the WNBA. Raven Johnson continues to be the glue. I think people are sleeping on her trajectory in the league. Like, yeah, she needs to shoot it better, but she can run a team. She can play defense. She's one of the best perimeter defenders in the country. She could be giving opposing guards hell. She's one of the best rebounders at her position. Like, Raven definitely. Tessa or Malaysia Fort Wiley at the 2 in this starting lineup would be an upgrade. Joyce Edwards should be in the starting lineup right now, too, to be honest with y'all. I'm not going to hold you. She should be starting over Fagan, I'm just saying. But, Coach Don Staley says she's not making any adjustments. They really have 2 starting lineups, though. It's crazy. Listen, I hate to see Grace go, but never gave her a chance. Ever fewer picked up. Oh, yeah. Jalen Brown was good overseas. Played with the Wings last year. Yeah, she had a really good preseason as well. Got some good games for them. Athletic, runs the floor well, can shoot it. Yep, definitely. Yeah, they cut Grace, man. They cut Grace. Olsen show out for the Iowa, doing her best Caitlyn impression. Brandon Taylor, welcome in, welcome in. What's your take on the Furious front office? I did a live earlier about that, man. I think it's sad that they never gave her a chance. Now they have to go draft her or go overseas to sign or sign a free agent for their backup point guard. But I think Grace Berger was a player that was young, that had talent that they didn't invest enough in. Man, they didn't give her a chance to develop. They didn't give her much of a chance to get reps. Like, she just didn't have a chance, to be honest. I think they should have waived Saxton before they waived Grace Berger, in my opinion. I think she could have contributed next year. Good shooter, playmaker, defensive. She's not a liability on defense. Runs the floor hard. Young. Could have definitely, grew with this young core, but they didn't give her a chance. So I'm interested to see where she ends up. But I've been on the Grace Berger train for sure. Big Ten, I'm taking UCLA for the Big Ten title. My sleeper, though, man, I like Ohio State. I'm sorry, y'all. Kentucky be moving that basketball. But yeah, man, I don't think Grace Berger got a fair hand. And I mean, you talk about the 7th pick in the draft, played her rookie year some, completely fell out of the rotation this year. Was a player that I thought could complement their play style and their system. I think she would have flourished under Stephanie White, but I guess we'll never know. Yeah, Christy Sod's still causing them problems even after she ain't the coach no more, which is crazy. Jalen Brown. I mean, she was a solid. I know she played overseas, for some time. Developed her game, came over killing in the preseason for the Dallas Wings. Played some minutes for them last year. Solid role player. Joy shoots every time she touches the ball, but Dunn wants the guards to play the right way. Hey, Joyce get them look. She definitely they making an effort to get her touches for sure, and she's going up with it. She's definitely going up with it. I think she is a player that's just scratching the surface too. Like they're gonna continue to run more offense through her the more that she shows she can do as far as handling it, hitting the mid range and stuff like that. I think USC will beat UCLA in the first meeting, and UCLA beats the Trojans in the second one. I could see a split. They split last year, so I could definitely see a split. I could definitely see a split. I think USC was a better team last year, though. I ain't gonna lie. They just fit better last year. They don't have the same guard play as they had last year, man. With Forbes and Padilla, they don't have that this year. They do not have that this year. Guys, if this is your first time within the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know how y'all feeling there. Yo, Haley Van Lith, I think, has played herself back into WNBA draft contention, man. She's been one of the best guards in the country. Her scoring average is back up close to 19 a game. Career high in assists. Like, TCU's fun to watch with her, Maddie Connor, Sedona Prince. Like, they've been very fun to watch. Haley Van Lith, though, is completely transformed into a point guard, bro. Like, she's proven she can run a team. She's been aggressive looking for her shots off the dribble, mid-range, like assassin, aggressive getting to the cup. Like, she's initiating contact. Her feel of the game, just running the offense. Like, that was a move she had to make. She bet on herself. It felt like a last chance you situation where it was like, this is my last stop. Last year in school, third school in 3 years, and it was the best decision she ever made. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two South Carolina kids for sure. Yeah, Joseph, I used to do some work down there with Phenom Hoops, the scouting service, man. I done seen a lot of basketball in the Carolinas over the years, for sure. Women's and men's before I moved to New York. Definitely. Definitely seen a lot of high school and AAU travel basketball, for sure. Been in a lot of gyms. A lot of gyms, a lot of arenas. Initial takeaways, though. Y'all holler at me in the comments. Let me know how we feeling. Tiana, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, if this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. Yeah, Caitlin Clark may have had the quickest jersey retirement we've ever seen. Like, she ain't even been gone a full year. Bro, it's just been really great basketball today. I'm really shocked that Maryland lost to Illinois. That was crazy. UNC handled Stanford. Michigan State beat Northwestern. Kansas State beat the hell out of Kansas. UCLA won against Minnesota. Kentucky's up 11 right now on Oklahoma. TCU up on Iowa State, who's very much so been an underachiever. Gosh, Iowa State came in with so many expectations this year, bro. Addie Brown, Audie Crooks, what happened? Somebody said Ole Miss got the upset. Oh, Ole Miss beat Vanderbilt. What did Michaela Blakes do? And they held Michaela Blakes to 16 points. Lockdown. Hey, Coach Yo, though, man, she always has a really good defensive group. For sure. She's always got a good defensive group. They always play tough, man. And she got one of the best. Like, Madison Scott is a bucket. Star Jacobs had 24 of them things. I do like Syra, too, the freshman they got. But yeah, Scott and Jacobs leading the way for Ole Miss, man. Salute to them. And I'm a fan of Coach Yo. Yeah, absolutely. Caitlin Clark has earned everything that's come her way. I absolutely agree with that. That jersey retirement was quick as hell. Kids still, yes, kids need to put on some weight. Kids definitely needs to put on some weight for sure, for sure. I'm there with y'all there. She definitely needs to put on some weight. Yes. Hey man, shout out to Ole Miss. Shout out to Coach Kenny Brooks at Kentucky too, man. In year one, him and Georgia Moore putting in work. Yeah, I think Kits has definitely worked on her perimeter game. She's shooting the three. She definitely needs to put on weight. I think her handle has gotten a lot better. She's defending better. She's playing tougher. But yeah, man, she just needs to put on like 15 pounds of muscle. She gonna be unguardable. To me, Chloe Kitts is clumsy. She had one shot, which is a two-handed layup. She needs to mix it up, learn post moves to be versatile in the game. LS who she has a lot of Anissa Morrow, man, that might be NCC Player of the Year for real. Blake's is overrated. Man, Michaela Williams has been playing really good basketball. Flau'jae Johnson been playing really good basketball. Like that big three is incredible from LSU. And the fact that Anissa Morrow rebounds the ball as well as she does, giving up inches every game. I definitely want to see her shoot it a little bit better. Like definitely from mid range and three, but elite rebounder for sure. Michaela Williams definitely a bucket. She a chucker though. She definitely gets a lot of shots up, but she has embraced her role. I think she has one of the best mid-range games and not a lot of wasted movements. Like one, two, three dribble, she's getting to her spot and letting it fly. I've only seen Blake's a couple of times. She's definitely a bucket, but they gave her the green light, and I think Vanderbilt, man, they're better than they've been in past years. Like this is definitely like not your dad's Vanderbilt squad. They're fun to watch. But yeah, Kemps needs to put on weight. I think they gotta create more space for her too. I do agree though. She is a little clumsy sometimes, man. She kind of just like runs into people. When she gets the basketball, definitely could be a little bit more finesse, putting it on the dribble or putting it on the floor and getting to her spot. But the more she continues to knock down and improve that jumper, I think that is gonna take her game to the next level. But I do like Kids, man. She's a dog. She's definitely a dog. Shaquem coming out with yeah, Gamecocks versus Texas. I think Texas is gonna put up a way better fight than they did last time at their crib, and I don't see Madison Booker having a game like she did the first time. I honestly think Moro's a lot more skilled. I think she's a lot more skilled than Angel Reese. Y'all ain't calling Chloe Kids a diversity hire. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Texas and Oklahoma, man, have struggled with SEC teams so far. Like, this is not the Big 12. They've been catching some humblings. They've been catching some humblings. Oklahoma and Texas definitely been catching some humblings. They have been catching some humblings for sure. Oh man, Kentucky giving it to Oklahoma right now. They up 10. Georgia Moore has been one of the best newcomers in the SEC too. I was interested to see how she would adjust. She's been one of the best point guards in the country for sure. That's the crazy thing. Like being 6'1", she's gonna have to like her playing the four in the WNBA. I don't think is going to be the place for her. She's gotta get quicker. She's gotta be able to guard on the wing, guard threes. Like she's definitely going to want to do that. But isn't Nafisa Collier like 6'1"? I think she'll be better served at the three, to be honest. But she could play an undersized four. Yeah, I mean Nafisa Collier 6'1". Just saying, Joseph. One of the second MVP, one of the best players in the league. Um, 6'1", undersized, can play the three and the four. That's what I think Anissa Morrow needs to do because she can handle the ball. Is she quick enough though to guard threes? Like, is she quick enough to guard a wing in the WNBA? That I think is going to be the biggest biggest transition for her at the next level. But rebounding translate, she will have to continue to improve the jump shot. She's got a good handle. She's got a good post game, good fadeaway. Like she's talented. But she could definitely improve like any other, rookie coming into the WNBA for sure. Audie Crook's been the only one hooping, man. Addie Brown kind of like it's really like Audie Crook's Addie Brown. Iowa State don't have anything else. They have nothing else going. Do you think CC and Coach White had something to do with the waving of Grace Berger while still holding on to Wheeler, Christy Wallace, Katie Sampson? I just hope they have a plan. Whether are they gonna draft a guard? Are they gonna go? Because I mean, when you're that late in the first round, like maybe you get a Lucy Olson, maybe you get a Sellers from Maryland, maybe you get a JJ Quinterly out of West Virginia. Like there's some really good guards. I don't think. I mean, even a Georgia Moore, if she happens to slip that low, I don't know if she will, but even if she happens to slip that low, like you're gonna be looking for backup point guard help probably in the draft. I can see Gamecocks and LSU blowing out Texas in Texas. They have been catching some humblings, man. I don't know though. I think LSU versus Texas is going to tell us a lot about the outlook of the SEC and who the biggest challenger is to South Carolina for sure. I just been disappointed with Texas, man. Like Layla Falia, like how you go from averaging 18 a game for Michigan, killing last year, one of the best 3-and-D guards in the country, to like not even being a factor. I know she done battled some injuries, but damn. Hey, you asked who was 6'1" killing in the WNBA. Those are the only stipulations you said. You said 6'1" dominating the WNBA. My first thought, Nafisa Collier. Man, she's 6'1", she dominating in the WNBA. That was the only criteria. But yeah, I think Anissa Morrow is gonna be a better player in the WNBA possibly, man. If she just has like to sharpen her skills. If she becomes a consistent 3-point threat, continues to work on the handle, like with her already established post game, if she matches her perimeter game with that, she's gonna be a walking mismatch. For sure. I think too, what was big for the Lady Vols was their defensive pressure. They pressed the life out of South Carolina, man. They got depth and they got size, and I really, really like Coach Kim Caldwell, man. Like she's tough as nails. Like how you coaching 7 days after having a child and birthing a whole human? Like if that don't make you want to run through a wall for your coach, I don't think anything else will. But I like Tennessee, and this is just year one. They're definitely gonna have something to say. They got a good recruiting class coming in next year. Yeah, I mean the SEC is deep. I still like Oklahoma. They done lost. They have been humbled a couple times, but I still think they have a really good team. I'm a fan of Peyton Verhulst. He's one of the best guards in the SEC too, for sure. Michaela Williams is elite. She scares me. She is clutch. She is the one player that can make a difference in a close game. She's their closer. She's absolutely their closer. And what I like too about Michaela Williams is she's not afraid to take the big shots. She can hit a game winner when she gets hot. She can't miss it. Yeah. I mean, her. I think she just does a really good job. She needs to get on that Madison Booker workout plan. But as far as just getting to her spot and making shot, like she is a shot maker in every definition of the word. She is a shot maker for sure. That is one thing about Michaela Williams. She is a shot maker. And Flau'jae Johnson is one of the best perimeter transition players in the country. She's tough as nails. Can't get her out of keep her out of the paint. Like just plays hard, man. Like this LSU, man. They just need some depth. If they can get this production from Jersey Wolfenbarger consistently, if Kaylin Gilbert can get back to her form a few weeks ago, like Miracle Shepherd keep defending, Cheyenne Day Wilson giving them steady minutes at point guard. Like LSU, man, they got some talent. They definitely have some talent. SEC South Carolina bench versus everybody. They do average more points than the starters. Nah, Frederick, I'm not gonna lie. The Big East is that bad. The Big East is that bad. It's easily the worst Power Five conference in the country. Like it's that bad. It's really that bad. The league top to bottom is garbage. And UConn just using they're playing what they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're building confidence with this team and establishing more chemistry. They pretty much get a cakewalk and they play Tennessee and South Carolina, which will tell us a lot about this team. But they're not going to be as battle tested as somebody coming out of the Big Ten or the SEC or for the ACC that matter. Like UConn's not going to be as battle tested. But they've overcome that in the past. They've been in this conference for a while, so. But I feel like this is the weakest it's ever been. This is absolutely the weakest it's ever been. Trash. Guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We've been on like an hour and 15. Had to hop on and just recap all this college basketball action. I will have more content coming up later tonight and throughout the week. You know I got y'all covered, man. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share if this is your first time within the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. This has been the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, join our memberships, exclusive content, daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Much love. None of this is possible without you great people. Thank you. Until next time, we out.